QSK.
QSL, we got a QSK out there. I'm going to let him go. Go ahead.
Roger, UDX 483, South Carolina. I was listening to you. I don't know how much your tuner will handle, but I've got a Dentron MT3000A. It's rated for 1500 watts, and of course they recommend putting it after the amplifier.
Yeah, QSL, because you want to protect both the radio and the amp.
Roger, Roger, QSL.
Boy, my memory's short. I forgot your numbers already. You got 707 Jim here, and I don't know what he can hear Frank over there.
I get bits and pieces here and there. UDX, United Delta X-Ray, number 4, number 8, number 3, 30 miles west of the east coast of South Carolina, just outside of Charleston, QSL.
I got it all. 483 sounded good down here. We're about 30 miles southwest of Houston, Roger.
Roger, I've got you 5959. I don't think I told you my name. Name is Steve, Sierra Tango Echo Victor Echo, QSL.
Yeah, QSL, and I'm not sure either. Personal here is Juliet and Mike, Roger.
Roger, Jim.
Yeah, and the guy I was talking to is 17, Frank over there. You said you can't hear him?
Every now and then.
Frank. I guess he's gone. That dog's got him trained pretty good.
Yeah, I heard the Roger beep. Now, I heard the guy you were talking to previously just as good as you were.
Not good, though. And anyway, Steve, sounded good down here. What are you running there?
An Anytone Quad 5 Plus, not the N2, the Quad 5 Plus old blackface radio with the lacking of noise, noise blanking. But it transmits well. It's got good audio. Running a Delta M2 microphone. Little antique Texas Star MC250. Getting about 150, 175 out of it. Call her Old Dirty Girl because she was Old Dirty Girl when I got her. But she kind of like Old Dirty Girl too. She likes to puts out well. Using a homebrew per se 5/8 ground plane. It's the base of a Mako V5000 with the mast of a high gain CLR2. Modified, had 2 damaged antennas and put the 2 together, and it seems to work well, sitting at about 22 feet at the base there, QSL.
Definitely working well. Sounds great down here. Yeah, I'm on a homebrew antenna too. It's just 50 ohm full wave loop.
I tell you, those loops, they're quite impressive. I talk with a guy in Germany every chance I get, and he has a 3-element Delta loop in his attic, and I tell you, that thing works well for him.
Oh yeah, it's 3-element. Yeah, I'm thinking how I can do that with this one. It's rectangular, so it's really tall, and it's polarized horizontally. But yeah, I'm not sure how I could put a reflector on it. I might do that before it's over with, but I took down a beam and put this thing up, and I like it better.
Yeah, I tell you, they definitely work well. I've got a 4-element beam that's out of commission at the moment, and I had a Mako V58 sitting above it. I had the serial 4-element sitting at right at about 30 feet, and the Mako about 35, and I had a mast failure, partially on my fault, but wind decided it didn't like it being upright, so it tilted it over for me. So I took it all down and one thing leads to another, and everything else comes into play, and I can't seem to get the time to get it back up. But with this thing working as well as it does, you know, I'm gonna move the tower to the other side of the building and leave this thing up, because it just works too well.
Yeah, good. Well, my Serial 4 element's sitting in the yard right now. I'm trying to decide what to do with it. I may end up putting it back up. I may pack it up and put it into storage.
Yeah, I need to get this other one back up. It'd be higher than what I've got, but I've got a high gain HG54 HD that I picked up a few months back, and I got to save up the money to get a big chunk of concrete down in the ground so I can put it up. And on top of it was a high gain Thunderbird 10, 15, 20 meter tri-band 5 element. And I'm thinking with a little bit of tweaking in this this Dendron, I should be able to do my my free band and all, until I get off my ass and get a license. I want to get a license. My dad was a ham, and he passed in September, and I'd like to get his call as a legacy call. QSL.
Oh, that would be nice. Yeah, I want to go back to the subject of Eddie Tones, man. They're some of my favorite radios. The audio is incredible on those radios.
Yeah, and it's been 2 years ago now. I was running an RCI 2950, old first gen orange face, great radio, great audio, and I was running a little 4-tube DNA, a little 150 watts, and it went down on me, so I reverted back to sideband and radio alone sideband. And next thing I know, people are telling me, man, there's something wrong with that radio, there's something terrible wrong with the radio. So I was looking at, you know, I've either got to buy an amplifier or I've got to buy a radio. Either way, if I get an amplifier, I'm still not going to have sideband. So I bit the bullet and I took the chance, and I bought this radio, $246, delivered to the front door, and I tell you, it's really performed well for me. I get nothing but good reports on it.
Yeah, I have three Eddie Tones. I've got two Quad 5 and one Quad 6 Pro, and the audio on those things, on all of them, is really good.
Yeah, that Quad 6 Pro, that's a powerhouse.
Yeah, it's a good radio. My favorite out of them, though, is the N2. The receive is better for my old ears.
Yeah, Roger. That's the only complaint I have with this Quad 5 Plus is the lack of noise reduction on it. They have a newer version out now that has a better, I think, close to what the N2 has. But yeah, this one has terrible static. So it's not anything unusual for me to turn it on and have 7S units of noise, just pure static. Jim, I think I've lost you. It got quieter and quieter, and now I'm hearing nothing. I don't know if you're going to hear me, but 707 Jim, Texas, UDX 483, Steve, South Carolina. We'll say 73s and 51s unless it picks back up. I hope you hear me. at 22 or 2010?
Double Deuce in San Diego, California. How you doing? Good morning to you from the West Coast.
Roger, Roger. 22 from the West Coast. Well, you got 483 on the East Coast. I'm 30 miles west of South Carolina. 30 miles west of the East Coast, just outside of Charleston, QSL.
Yeah, QSL there, no doubt about it. I just wanted to jump in there and say good morning to you, and hope you have a great day out there on the East Coast of the Carolinas. Enjoy your day. Talk to you another time. 22 out of San Diego. Take care.
Roger, 22. Definitely good to make the acquaintance, and anytime. Glad to have you in there. UDX 483, South Carolina. We're standing by. 22, did you hear Jim in Texas by chance?
Yeah, I heard you guys' conversation talking about different radios. I don't know if he's still in there.
Yeah, I lost him on this end. You're dropping out on me a little bit too. I've got a cloud bank coming over me. That's probably part of my issue.
Yeah, it kills out out there. Just conditions. How's moving there? All right, 483. I'll take a standby to see if Jim's 22 San Diego, sir.
73s, 51s, and a click, click, click.